those were the days. I cannot do an Archie Bunker. There is no way. I could be racist like Archie, but I just can't do, I can't do him and Edith. Not saying that I wouldn't do Edith. I would have no problem doing Edith. She wasn't bad for an older chick. Not bad at all. Probably had a little bit of an odor. Women back in those days, they always had like a weird, like an old smell to them, like a kind of like when you get cardboard wet and you let it dry. Like it doesn't really smell horrible, but it just has like a unique odor to it. Kind of one of those situations. And don't ever buy generic or store brand trail mix. Because if you do, chances are you're going to get all fucking nuts. All peanuts. Very little M&Ms, very little raisins, very little anything. It's like a bag of nuts. I'm disappointed. Sam's Club, you suck. What brand is this? Members Mark. Anyways, I got good news. I've got really good news. I've got really bad news. And I've got bad news. With that said, let's kick this bitch off. Look at that shit. Goddamn, what is going on? All you cross-eyed motherfuckers. Goddamn. Woo! What's going on, everyone? We got Craig in the house. We got Jason. What's going on? Ed Barkley. Michael White here, up late as always. Yorgos the Great, not to be confused with the other Yorgos. JT, what's going on? Ruben. Keenam? I don't think I've seen that name before. What's up, Keenam? Terry Scooter. Woo! We got Fat Rat Plays Soul Games. I have no fucking clue what that means, but what's up anyways? DNMD. If you are truly a doctor, please write me some prescriptions. I appreciate it. We got Bachelor Drunk as always. God damn. We got everyone in the house tonight. Dave McClelland, have you lost more weight, Mark? I don't think I've been using... See, we got Yorgo. Now, check this out. Really unique screen name. Yorgo, right? So we have a Yorgo, and then we have Yorgo the Great. Tell me that's not a fucking weird-ass coincidence right there. Ray says, suck my fart. Ray, what's going on? Ismail, what's going on, buddy? We got Brent in the house. What's up, Brent? So... Craig, Omegle. Let's talk about Omegle because I was excited for this week, and this is where the bad news comes into play, and then we got even more bad news on top of that. So I start this up. I get working at this like 2 hours before the show starts. I'm like, Omegle's going to be rolling tonight. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a good one. I go on Omegle. I load it up. I hit video. The screen loads. The camera loads. I'm like, yes! And it says, you're banned from this website. I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm still banned. So I searched the internet high and low about how to get unbanned. And there's many different ways you can do it. Some are kind of long and drawn out that I didn't feel like doing. And then you can get a VPN. So, of course, I went to a website. Bought a VPN for the month. $6, $10, I forgot. NordVPN, which I had before. Even with a VPN, I tried for an hour long. I got on the site one time, cleared all my cookies, everything, changed everything. This is with the VPN going, still couldn't get on that fucking site. Different browsers, different IP addresses. I even tried iPads, Windows, Mac. They got that shit clamped down tight over there. So the bad news is I invested money in a VPN that I don't need. And then the bad news is no Omegle this week. I know. I did look for alternatives. I typed in other video websites that are like Omegle. And there was like 8 that popped up. I tried all 8, and all 8 were just dicks slapping on the screen. So, can't refresh your... Well... that's the thing. I could have rebooted my router, but that shuts down the entire house. That shuts down the TV that Angela's watching, Marcus's game upstairs, all the goddamn cameras outside. It's a huge, like half this house is ran by the internet. 30-day money-back guarantee. Yep, I'm going to take advantage of that. So, that's where that's at. I tried my damnedest. The only way to do it, we're just going to have to wait till it unbans. Or, what I was going to do right before this, but I didn't have time, go in the over 18 section and just kind of blur out the dicks. But more than likely, I'll slip. A dick will pop up on the screen, and damn. You don't need an account, Bachelor, for this website. All you do is just click. That's it. No accounts, no emails, no nothing. Now, the good news, and the good news is, I did more work yesterday to perfect the game show for Thursday. It took me a few hours to get everything managed, but Thursday is going to go off beautifully. At least in my head it is. It's not going to be half-assed. It's not going to look like shit. We got some awesome ideas. We obviously can't do all the ideas on like the first show, but I think this might actually work pretty well. But of course, if no one watches it, then, you know, we're going to try for 2 or 3 weeks. If it sucks, then we scrap the idea. But I have high hopes with this one. I have really high hopes. And I think it's going to be fun. And we're going to have it to where everyone in chat can participate. And also, people that win can also win shit. As either going to win vape gear or Amazon gift cards, we decided. Or other random shit. So there will be prizes involved with this. I know before I said we're not going to do any kind of prizes or giveaways, but there will be. You gotta give a little something to make people want to watch and want to participate. So I figured, you know what, let's do it. So Thursday, I'm assuming, I'm gonna say 7 o'clock Central Time, but you guys will find out this week. This Thursday, by the way. So this Thursday is the game show. Friday's the shit show, and then Monday is this piece of shit, whatever you want to call this. It's like a depressing, where's my life gone? Here it is type of thing. Is the guitar show, is this a guitar show or a segment? It's actually a little bit of both, Kid Bass, a little bit of both. What's going on, Dan Carey? Can we win the leg less Lucy? You can. It's been used a few times. And I haven't really been up on cleaning it that well, so it's a little. I don't want to really describe it, but usually if you don't wipe up cum, it gets really dry and like flaky. But if cum's in an area that's moist, the cum stays kind of moist, and it turns into like a sludge, almost like a really thick Vaseline. And that hole is kind of filled with this sludge that I think could probably give someone some kind of penis fungus or something. So I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys want to touch that. But, hey, if you want to win it, I'm willing to send it. That's all I can say. Worst guitar show on YouTube. Yes. This ain't a goddamn guitar show. These are cardboard cutouts behind me. None of this is real. Are the lights annoying, by the way? This is my favorite little siren theme. It's supposed to look like a police siren, but I know it can be a little bit annoying at times. So if anyone's having a stroke out there, let me know, and I will change the camera. Holy shit, I got stains on my shirt already. Did I have this before I shot that video today or after? Oh no, hold on. I gotta check the video I shot today. I don't know if this stain is pre-video or post-video. Hold on. This is important. I've ever vaped. I'm not going to say it's like drinking e-liquid, because you don't have any e-liquid in your mouth, but the flavor that it leaves in your mouth, man, is so We're good. The stain was not in the video, which means it happened after I recorded the video. Thank God for that. What the fuck could this be? Mmm. That is peanut butter syrup. Or peanut butter, actually. Delicious. Mmm. Still good, too. Still really good. So with that said, with no Omegle going on, and yeah, we're just here. What's up, Georgia boy? We got ST in chat. Hey, folks, just want to announce I'm starting a new live show on Thursday at 7. We'll be giving away $150 gift cards. You know, I'm going to watch that show, and we're going to postpone the Thursday show. Because I can really use some $150 gift cards. Ba-da-ba. I heard Mike Vapes shut his siren lights off first. Mike Vapes doesn't have siren lights, okay? He's stuck in the 80s. His lights only turn one solid color. He doesn't have the cool effects like I do. This is top notch right here, all right? If Mike sees this, he's probably going to tear down his lights and probably put up new lights. Oh, look who's in chat. Back from the dead, Robert Skrelly. I haven't heard from this son of a bitch in feels like 3 weeks. He says, check PayPal. All right, let's check PayPal. Can I do that? You sure can. Ba, 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 ba. Thank you to Mr. Robert Skrelly for that beautiful donation. Every week, this man gives a beautiful donation, and every week, he doesn't say anything with the donation. But thank you anyways, regardless if you say anything or not. Very kind of you. Hopefully, you're in the after party tonight, because we haven't seen you in so long. I mean, it's been 2 days? Da, 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 da. I would invite ST on, but I'm not on Zoom. I'm going straight to OBS, so I don't have the ability to add people. That looks like fucking shit, actually. I hope it's not shit. Oh, it might be shit. I hope it's not. Background looking good. Thank you, Ray Ray. Da, 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 da. So I figure we just sit here tonight and just vape. Just look into the camera. Which one are we using? This one? We're on this one right here, right? Yep, we're on that one. This is the GoPro. It makes my skin look better, and it makes the colors really pop on the lights. See that? Look at that. Beautiful color. Now, if we go to the other camera, keep in mind this camera costs 20 times what the GoPro costs. It's kind of depressing. It doesn't make me look good at all. The colors are not popping. Look at that. It looks like you can barely tell the difference in the colors. So this is where it's at right there. Thank you. I am here. I give and I give. Well, keep giving. That's all I got to say. Keep on giving. Mark doesn't want other folks on. Yes. ST figured it out perfectly. I am not in Zoom, motherfuckers. So before people start going, oh my God, you're not going to invite him in? What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't have the ability to do it, you cocksuckers. Ismail, thank you, sir, for that donation. He didn't leave a comment, but thank you anyway, Ismail. Ismail has been here. I wonder how long Ismail's been a subscriber of the channel. Gonna show ya a question. What's never been answered. Can you go live in 4K? You can. Can I? I don't know. Because you gotta have the things you gotta have. You gotta have a camera that can do 4K, which I have. Your capture card has to do 4K, which I think the capture card I have doesn't do 4K, but it passes through 4K. And then you got to have an internet connection that can handle 4K, which mine does. And then obviously a computer that can do 4K. So the only thing limiting me right now is the capture card that I have. Because I didn't want to do... Because I'm thinking 4K is cool for doing shit that... I don't know, shit that you really want to see detail on. If you're just sitting here talking shit or doing a vape video, there's no sense in doing it in 4K. I already look like shit on camera as it is. If we put this in 4K, you will definitely see all my imperfections. So the lower resolution, the better for people that look like shit. Look who's in chat, fogging out with the goddamn Batman. I watched this goddamn Cole Colocho, whatever the fuck it's called, video today, where he boils the coffee and he boils the milk and the sweet cream. That shit looked good as hell. But man, at the end of it, I'm like, wow, that looks really good. That motherfucker put like 4 to 5 full spoons of sugar in this motherfucker. I'm like, holy fuck. Even for me, that's sweet. I'm fucking like borderline diabetic. He's like, 1, 2. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of sugar. So he must really like his coffee sweet as hell. But it's an interesting video. I might actually try to make that. It was very well done, too. And I always see that coffee that's in the... I always see that coffee, that brand of coffee at the supermarket, and I never know what the fuck it is. Now I know it's like a Mexican coffee. I'm definitely going to try it, minus the 5 scoops of sugar. I might do like 2, maybe 3, but the sugar part, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of sugar. Use Capella Super Sweet instead. Capella. What's Capella? That name rings a bell. I've got to hold my iPad at a 45-degree angle so Fagan isn't crooked. Oh, my Jesus. All right, so let's explain how this works, folks. Crookedness, okay? The camera is on an angle. So things might appear to be crooked. Now, if let's say I align the camera to the background. Okay, let's do that. Let's align the camera to the background. Now I'll show you what crooked really looks like. Come on. There we go. Now the camera's kind of aligned to the background. Not really. Come on. Well, it depends. If my wall is straight and my little things are straight. Come on. Why am I doing this? I don't even know. We're going to lose a connection on here. Come on. All right. That's lined up straight. Now look at, this is crooked. Look at my shirt. It looks like I'm fucking rolling to one side. It kind of matches my eye the way it like leans down to the side. This is crooked. This is crooked. You can even look at the camera and I can tell you the camera's crooked. No, I gotta sit here and fucking fix this, you fucking son of a bitch. I gotta break out my goddamn level now. You know what? Fuck it. I can't find. I got a little pen size. Now I feel like it's crooked. Oh my God! We're gonna blame Ginger on this one. Is it crooked? It feels crooked now. I sat here for an hour. Hold on. I sat here for a fucking hour straightening out this camera and goddamn Ginger just fucked it all up within a matter of 60 seconds. This son of a bitch. Where's my motherfucking level at? Come on, you piece of shit. Come on. Come on! Here we go. Level. Alright, see, there you go. We're gonna level. Now, I know this means nothing, because if my house is not level, which it probably isn't, that's level. I usually go based off my shirt. But then again, I could sit like this. You know what? I don't even care anymore. Why did you do that, Mark? Because Ginger, it's all Ginger's fault. Tell him. Don't ask me why. Ginger's always messing up the camera. That's what I'm saying. All the fucking time. Every goddamn week he's doing this shit. It's like he has control of the show or something. Your phone's crooked. I'm not on my phone, you son of a bitch. That's straight. Oh shit, wrong camera. That's straight. At least I think it is. That feels straight. I'm not completely redoing the room, but at some point in the spring, I'm going to move my desks, and I'm going to make sure that when I move them, it's dead center of the room, so that way the camera is dead center to the wall, so that way the people out there that are OCD about having shit perfectly level, I'm gonna put a level on the wall to prove that the camera is straight in every video. How much do you think you have spent on current setup for going live and your reviews? Ugh. I don't like. I bought so much shit. I've sold shit. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, do you count something that you've bought and then you used for like a couple months and sold it? Oh, I mean, it's upwards. I don't know. Definitely over 10,000. That's for sure. Over my YouTube career. But I don't buy really expensive shit. Like, the most expensive things I buy, I think, are my computer and my camera. That's it. I don't really spend that much on lighting and lenses and shit like that. I like cameras that kind of do everything for you. Like the DSLR or mirrorless camera, you gotta like have a perfect eye to set that shit up. That's why I prefer like a camcorder or something that pretty much set it to auto mode, it does it for you. But I don't know, maybe closer to 20, maybe over 20K in my lifetime. I've gone through cameras. I think I've gone through 3 computers so far. Well, I've not gone through, but... And just other random shit. Lights. The one thing I've had for eternity... This bad bitch right here. My whiteboard. My background. I bought this years ago on Amazon, and I still use it every single day to try to have the perfect white background. You should use that new feature from Apple and use your iPhone as a webcam. It's better than your webcams. This son of a bitch. I was trying to do that all day yesterday, actually. I was trying to use the new iPhone webcam feature, but since I'm streaming on Windows, that's not an option. But the show on Thursday will need to be strung. Is that how you say it? Streamed or strung? Will have to be strunged on my Mac because of the fact that we have to capture the iPad screen. But who knows? Start the calls. Let's get the calls going. Thursday is going to be so professional, you're going to swear that you're watching a legitimate game show. You're going to be like, holy fuck, this is top notch. You might actually consider resubscribing to the channel. Thursday. Don't you love when your hamburger doubles as a mirror? What the fuck are you talking about? What's the stain between the I and the D? Peanut butter. I had a peanut butter waffle sandwich for lunch. Thankfully, I had it after I shot my videos. And the peanut butter that I have, that Angela bought me, is a little on the runny side. So I'm assuming when I was eating it, it kind of ran out and just took a shit on my shirt. That's okay, though, because this shirt really needs a stain or two on it. It's too white. Is there a reason you don't use your Mac more for streaming? It just started off because when we were streaming, we were using Zoom for the show because we had like a few people. What camera? There we go. We always had more than one person. When you go live and you got more than one person on the show, you got to use Zoom. If it's just you could just use straight OBS. And with Mac, in order to get the audio from Zoom on a live feed, it was a pain in the ass. You got to download this. You got to do this. They made it kind of a headache to do it. Windows, on the other hand, it was so much easier, so I just got so used to using Windows to go live with that I'm kind of stuck on it. But I kind of switched from back and forth. But now with the show on Thursday, we're going to have to use the Mac. Not that it's a bad or a good thing, but the problem comes into play when you start adding people and you got to use Zoom and shit and audio starts fucking around and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, it's a nightmare. And Macs don't suck, thank you. Macs are for professionals. Windows computers are for kids because they're toys. They're garbage. They're made of plastic. They're shit. They're junk. Windows is garbage. I'll put that out there right now. It's complete trash. It can do 1, 2, maybe 3 good things that a Mac can't, but that's all it can do. It can game. It can, I don't know, search. Like, you know what? It can't even do the internet that well because you get viruses on every website you go on. So I'm not even going to say it can do that. I guess gaming is one good thing it can do. Maybe 2 other things. But the Mac, if you've ever tried a Mac before, go to an Apple store and just play on one for a little while. And I guarantee you, you'll be like, you know what? I want a Mac now. Windows are fucking garbage. Just like Android's garbage. Androids are for kids and child molesters. Just putting it out there. Everybody in chat probably owns an Android. My PC can double as... Whoa, I can't say that. I don't want to say that. I might get the YouTube police over here. PC is trash. Thank you, Ray Ray. Finally, someone agrees with me. I'm telling you. If you're a gamer, though, they're fantastic. But other than that, even if you're a gamer, they kind of suck because you got to fucking buy a graphics card that costs more than the actual computer does. And the graphics card nowadays is like the size of your goddamn computer. I think if you want to, I'm not going to say that because computer gaming is better than console gaming, but I don't know. I had a Mac running straight before fuck Apple crapple. You must have had a Mac back in like 1960 because Mac have come a long way. When I first tried a Mac was with, what number wife? I think it was wife number 2. And she would use a Mac because she used to do shit for work. And she was on like the older Mac where like the screen was still like a light gray color and shit was really boring looking. And when I seen it back then, I'm like, wow, this is pretty horrible. But then Mac kind of came alive and kind of modernized. And the nice thing about Mac is everything is built in. So unlike Windows where you need to go download software and apps and shit like that, Mac has like the video editing software, Final Cut Pro. They got the audio editing. They got GarageBand and not Final Cut Pro. What's the one for audio? Oh my Jesus, I have it on my computer. Final Cut Pro for video, audio is GarageBand and Logic. There we go. Logic Pro for audio. They've got games. I mean, they control. They make the apps for their computer so that way they know it's going to work exactly for it. When they start locking people up for thoughts, you'll be the first behind bars. Well, that's probably going to happen pretty soon because they're locking people up for pretty much everything else. Apple used to have second to none with privacy. They were famous for refusing access to the FBI way back. Now they're a joke. Who cares? But that's pointless shit, though. Like, who cares if... What's the likelihood of the FBI going to Apple wanting to pull your information from your computer? Like, what makes anybody in this chat room special enough to where the FBI really gives a rat's ass about what you do? Like, the FBI can fucking have access to my phone, my computer. I don't give a shit. There ain't nothing... I'm not even hiding... You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I'm doing something that's probably pretty fucked up, I might worry, but I can give two... It's not that I don't give a shit. It's just that I know they're not wasting their time looking at me because I'm not really offering anything that's exciting. You know what I mean? Did someone say vape news? They refuse to give them the key to the encryption of messages on their phone. I don't know. I don't get into the whole FBI and privacy and, oh my God, this. I really don't give a shit. If somebody wants to steal my identity or whatever the case may be, whew, it's pretty sad. Because even though I am a celebrity, and there's probably 1 million people out there that want to be me, I don't think anyone wants to really steal my identity. They just picked at BS with Apple. Your mouth on YouTube gets some of AI. Oh, my mouth. Okay. So say things like I have children buried under the house, or I've got like truckloads of cocaine coming in at midnight. Shit like that, I guess, sparks a little bit of a bing, bing. And then the FBI goes searching. I think what the FBI does, they have someone, when those, when something happens like that and someone says a bunch of words, they have someone that goes and they watch that feed and they pull it up and they say, oh, this is some random fat fucker that's in his basement in Chicago. We have nothing to worry about. Move on. But if I'm like a creepy looking dude that's, somewhere in the middle of, I don't know where, I don't pose I think if you see me, if you didn't know me and you looked at me, you would know that I am zero harm. I mean, I wouldn't leave your wife with me or your daughter. I wouldn't necessarily break the law, but I'm just saying, I could probably be trusted. I'm not going to do any kind of groundbreaking illegal activity. Speaking of being Roger, Roger had his surgery this morning at like 11 o'clock, and the vet said that everything went well and that he was just now waking up or something like that, and he's coming home tomorrow in the afternoon, so going to be interesting to see what he looks like. I'm curious to know if he still has a nutsack. Because I don't remember when they fix a boy, do they get rid of the nutsack? Or do they just clip the nuts so they're not functioning and leave the sack there with the dead nuts in it? Or do they leave the sack empty and just leave it there? Or do they just remove the sack altogether? Does anyone know, out of curiosity? I kind of hope they get rid of his nutsack, because the way he sits, his nuts are like whenever you take a picture of him sitting, his nuts are just sit there like in just plain daylight. It's like, oh yeah, look at his nuts. It's kind of a sore thumb. Clip the nuts. But do they get rid of the nutsack? Like, is the nutsack gone? Or is there a nutsack still there? Because that boy, for a 5-month-old, man, he got a set of nuts on him. They look healthy too, but no matter how healthy they are, they're getting removed. Just remove the nuts, but you can add marbles. Oh, it's okay, so the sack is still there. Omegle won't let you in to the child section, so zero harm is maybe over the edge. Mark, you're living in the past. They're locking parents up for standing up at a school board meeting because dude's kids was raped by one of the females with a cock. Nowadays, the FBI are messed up. Wait. Some guy's kid was raped by a female, so a chick with a dick. So did a dude rape a dude, or the dude? I don't know. That's a fucking mindfuck right there. That story I haven't heard about yet. They leave the sack. My dog's balls were huge. Now he has a flap of empty skin. Oh my god. That's gonna look so fucking awkward with just a fucking, like an empty coin purse just sitting there when he sits down. It's gonna be like a big skin tag. You did break my brain with that huge fucked up sentence that I can barely read. That fucked me up for good. Dude raped a daughter. Okay, so it's a guy who wants to be a girl that's technically still a guy because he has a penis, and he raped a girl. So in the long run, he's a guy that has sex with girls, but he wants to be a guy that's a girl that's a lesbian that wants to have sex with girls. That makes no fucking sense. I like to meet this guy or person or whatever the fuck it is. Dude, I found this guy. Holy shit. I'm sure some of you in chat know who this is on YouTube. A lot of the shit I watch, I get recommended. So usually the channels that get recommended to me are usually homeless people, drugs, or people that just hate the world in general. or just hate the stupid people that are in the world. And this guy I found today, oh, what's his name? You got to check out his channel, because his shit is funny as hell, and he talks shit on everyone. How many people know who Joey B. Toonz, Toonz is? Joeyb, as in bitch, Toonz. This dude's channel is like, it's the best. It is the best channel ever. He watches TikTok videos, and he just talks shit about all the motherfuckers that are like doing these weird ass TikTok videos. He talks shit about all the weirdos, all the, you know. Oh, you know what? Oh, I can't show it. God damn it. I should have pulled it up earlier. There's a picture I wanted to show, but I can't do it. Oh, maybe I can do it on my phone. Look at this. Hold the phone. I'm not a fan of this dude. I don't watch any of his shows, but I know what he looks like. I mean, who hasn't seen this guy on TV? So everyone knows what he looks like. But wait till you see what he looks like now. And this is not a Photoshop photo, folks. This is a legitimate photo pulled from a video. Come on. Why are you not? Come on! Load! If it ain't my fucking phone, it's my computer. I really want to throw this phone out the window. Alright, we're going to sit here all day until I find this photo. My shitty ass iPhone doesn't want to load. Oh my god. Why does this only happen to me? It's only when I'm doing shit. Like this fucking world-renowned show. I gotta show you this, because when I seen this picture, the first thing I thought is, oh, that's Photoshop. That's not even real. But then I looked it up. I'm like, holy shit, that's not Photoshop. That's real. Is my internet not working? Are we in the green or the red? We're in the green. So why is nothing working on my fucking phone? Because, Mark, it's an iPhone. You're right. I'm going to try this one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm throwing my phone at the goddamn wall. Or maybe I'm spelling the name wrong. That's why I can't pull it up. Oh my god. I'm going to cry. Can I cry right real quick? Would you guys mind? I want to throw this fucking phone against the wall. It won't even... Ooh. Come on! Fucking load the goddamn internet! You piece of shit! God damn! Alright, here it is. God damn. Took fucking 8 hours to load a goddamn website or a picture of somebody. Look at this shit. Ooh, look at this. I know you're gonna say like, "Oh, that's fake." This is not fake, man. I gotta find like a really good angle, because this motherfucker is. Whoo, he is. Woo. Hold on, there it is, right there. Look at this shit, man. So you guys know who Simon Cowell is? The guy that did the whatever, Who Wants to Be Whatever? I don't know what fucking... whatever dance show or singing show he did. Look at the plastic surgery that he had done on his fucking face. Look at this shit. Look at that motherfucker. Look at that. That's what he looks like now, and that is not a photoshopped picture. That is real. That's a picture from an interview that he was doing. Look at his eyes. Look at his face. Let's remember real quickly what he used to look like for those out there that are... Hold on, let's find... oh my god, that picture's even worse. That's what he used to look like. This is like... This picture right here is the first... first time of plastic surgery. And then after like his third go, or his third repair, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that's him current, right now, 2023. Tell me that is not some fucked up looking shit right there. Woo! Plastic surgery, you gotta be crazy, man. There's a hell of a lot more things you could do with your money. If you make that much money, you got fucking drugs and hookers and all kinds of fun and interesting things you can do. Why get plastic surgery? Like, why do you care what you look like? If you have that much money and you're worth that much money, no one cares about your looks anymore. All they care about is your bank account. So, who gives a fuck? Fuck plastic surgery. Whew. I seen something. Where did I see it? I just seen it. Oh, I don't know. Yo, he looks like a fucking Ken doll. Dude, his eyes were fucking, like, they were fucked up looking. The way they were, like, round. I don't know. It's creepy as hell looking. If you got money, no one cares how you look. Exactly. You could be the ugliest motherfucker in the book. I mean, there's a million, like, singers out there or dudes in bands that are fucking hideous as hell. And girls go gaga over them because, well, they're loaded. They're popular. They're famous. They don't give a shit about what you look like. Why get plastic surgery? Who fucking cares? Angel Gomez, speaking of plastic surgery, there's one guy that would really benefit from plastic surgery. Would be him. Angel Gomez. Angela and Roger no longer live here. I kicked them out, and we're not going to speak of them anymore here on this channel. Google, who owns Miss Universe organization? She. What? I'm not going to try to decipher that. Google, who owns Miss Universe organization? She's hot as fuck. It don't matter if you got a 3-inch dick, if you got 7 zeros in your bank account. That's what I always said when I was young. When I would always see like a girl walking around with a dude or who didn't look like they would match, I always said it's got to be the dick or his wallet. One of the two. One of the two. Because if you ain't got a dick, you got it. Now with me, whew, I didn't really have either. So I think it was more of like a charity type thing. Like people felt bad. Or they were like hoping to kind of, I don't know. I think people just felt really bad. Like, oh, look at the poor retarded kid over there. I think that's what they said when they seen me. And they felt like they were giving back to the community, you know, hooking up with me. Like, oh, I feel so bad for this guy. I should just blow him at least once. It'll make me feel better. And that's how it pretty much worked. I hope your face is fake, Mark. It is. It's a mask. Mark did the surgery on Angel's mod. Oh, God, that fucking mod. That mod is in pristine condition, by the way. Doesn't really nothing wrong with it. Mark was a pity fuck. There you go. Thank you. Hey, that's fine with me. Long as a fuck is a fuck. As long as I'm still getting laid, I'll be a pity fuck. I don't care. I don't give a damn shit. What if he had work done on his dick too? All that money, why? I would probably rather have work done on that first. But man, that's horrible. Whew. And I learned that from that dude's YouTube channel that I was talking about, the fucking Joey Tunes, whatever. And then, of course, he was showing photos of Gwen Stefani, who looks nothing like she did. Like, absolutely nothing like she did. And then some other random people that had plastic surgery done. And these motherfucking people are crazy as shit. The shit they're having done. With the ass cheek implants and all the other shit. That's how Mark's felt his whole life, like the retard kid. There you go. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you. We can't use the word retard. Okay, it's 2023. That word, saying the word retard is like saying the N-word. It's that offensive, I think. Like if you were walking around the streets and you were screaming, retard, you'd probably get shot. So you might want to lay low on dropping the R word in chat. A fuck is a fuck unless you're the ones getting fucked. Psh, exactamundo. Anxiety was killing me, Jason. Thanks. Well, thank you. I don't know what's happening right now. I just want to sit here and cry. That's all. That I was so stoked about getting I mean, this is how pathetic my life is and the show is, that I'm the highlight of my day is Omegle. It is beyond pathetic, but it's stupid, dumb shit like that that, you know, that keeps me going. I'm excited for Thursday's show, though, because I think it's going to be good, so I'm probably going to be disappointed. Something's going to happen. Watch, the internet's going to drop out that day, or we're going to fucking pop a circuit, or who knows something's going to happen. A pipe's going to break. Roger's going to start pissing blood. Who knows what's going to happen. It never goes smooth. Nothing goes fucking smooth here. Mark, you need to make your own site, screw Omegle. We call it oldcreepyguys.com, and just might be a bunch of old random dudes just hanging out on the camera. Yeah. There's a ton of other sites like that. There's like 10 other sites. The problem is, all those other sites are just, it's like just dudes jerking off. Like, I couldn't find, in that short amount of time, I couldn't find a site that just had normal people, well, not normal, but people that weren't naked, that were just randomly hanging out. That's the only fun thing about Omegle is I mean, a lot of the people are underage, but still, it's not like you're fucking them or anything. If you're just talking to them or whatever the case may be, you see some pretty interesting people from across the world. And the occasional penis will pop up, but, you know. You might say to yourself, hey, Mark, you ever think about going out of the house and maybe talking to, you know, people that way? And I say no. Leaving the house is old school. I do everything from this desk, other than shit. And we're working on that. We're having a sewer installed right below where I sit. And we're going to cut out a hole in the chair, and I can just shit when I'm sitting down. Like right now, I could take a shit, and you guys won't even know it. It will drop right down into the sewer. Have you heard of the band Polyphia? If yes, do you like them? That number... Oh, you're talking about that fucking weird-ass, like, emo-looking Chinese... Whatever the fuck that dude is, with the neck tattoo that goes up to his chin, and he plays like... Like, I don't even know what the fuck kind of style that is. It's like emo... Like, Chinese emo rock. I don't know if he's Asian. He might be half and half. But that... The kid's talented, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to knock him and say he sucks. No, he's beyond talented. That music, to me, it's music. It's just definitely not my style of music. I can't even stand. I tried watching one of his videos, the one with Steve Vai, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. This is like irritating as hell. Ooh, yeah. Joining a band or starting your own. I always thought of it, but I don't know. It's kind of something you usually do when you're in your younger years, and then like in your old. I don't know. I thought about it from time to time, and the idea of like going out to meet people and this and that. It's like, it's so much work to meet somebody, and how do you meet like another dude when you're over the age of 40? It's hard to make new male friends and not come across as you like being like a straight married guy that likes to do gay stuff, like fuck other guys. So for instance, how do over 40 men hang out or meet other men to hang out with, but not to fuck? You understand what I'm saying? Like if you go to a bar, for instance, and you're hanging out, and you just, you know, you're shooting the shit with the guy that's sitting next to you, just, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, he gets up, he's ready to leave. You're like, hey, dude, can I get your phone number? Chances are he's going to fucking punch you in the mouth. Or he might tell you to follow him, and he might pull into an alley and pull his dick out. You never know. It's a lot harder to kind of meet people and make friends with other men over the age of 40 and not get raped. You know what I'm saying? Try it once. Try to make a friend. Zoom, okay? The internet's perfect because you don't have to meet people in person. That's perfect. But I'm saying in person, try to meet somebody in person, another man, and try to become friends with that guy and not have him think that you're not trying to suck his dick. Which, if you want to suck his dick, that's totally fine, you know. But if you're just looking to be a straight buddy, you're gonna have a hard time trying to find a buddy. And if you go on a website that's like, like meetfriends.com or some weird shit like that, chances are the people that are on that site are so fucked up in the head because they're on the internet trying to meet friends. So you're fucked no matter which way you look. If you don't have friends by the age of 30, chances are you're not going to make any new real world friends. All your friends are going to be on the internet. Which is not a bad thing. There's still friends, but it's just a different type of friend. Isn't gay, but his boyfriend is. There you go. Angel's not gay. He's only gay when he's out trucking. He has that fucking blue light that turns on. That means he's available. And when the light's red, that means someone's in the truck. Don't bother him. Stop going to gay bars then. I can't leave my apartment. I'm locked in. There you go. What, you live in China? Mark, what happened to your Asian buddy? Kevin? He fucking got deported or shipped back, or he's making shoes or some shit. Fuck if I know. Who knows? He's probably working at Smoke. If you're referring to Kevin. Dude, that massage place is shady as fuck because they got new people working there every couple weeks. There's a whole new staff. Whole new staff. It's weird. They're doing something shady there. They are. They're not giving out hand jobs because it's all dudes working there. And it's wide open. So none of that shady shit's going on. I wonder if you go to a Jack Shack, like a massage place, and you get can you get a hand job from a dude, I wonder? Or is it only the girls that do that? And also, what if you're a woman? Can you get fingered? Either by a girl or by a guy. That's one thing I would love to know. I would love to hear from a woman who's gone to a massage parlor who's gotten fingered. I know there are going to be a lot of there that'll probably deny it, but I mean, if guys are going there and they getting jerked off, there's got to be at least one woman out there who goes there to get fingered or played with or something. Kevin is a deadbeat dad. He gave Mark Fark and then took off. Fark is still alive and kicking. He's smaller now. He actually not as big as he used to be, but now that's racist. I'll show you racist. Actually, the thumbnail's racist. How's that? All the bars are gay bars. Are they? Gay bars are fun. I've been to a few gay bars. As long as you just stay at the bar, and when the dude's like, hey, bro, you want to come back to the house and party? No. Fuck no. I am staying here and drinking, and when I'm done, I'm out. I am not partying with anyone from this place outside of this place. Because that's when you leave, you go to his house, it looks like fun and games until you're drinking, and he's fucking popping pills in your drink. Before you know it, you wake up, there's 5 dudes laying naked around you, you got blood coming out of your ass, and you find out you got fucking gonorrhea and syphilis because fucking half the neighborhood took turns fucking plowing you in the ass last night. No, don't ever, never go to a gay bar and take the party elsewhere. Don't do it. Not that I've done it before, but I can just tell you. Now, if that's your thing, if that's what you, if that's what you like, so be it. But if you are a straight guy and you're not really, that's not your cup of tea, be careful. And also these days, you got to be really careful too. When you drink at a regular bar, if there's a girl there that's too willing and too friendly, before you go anywhere with her, make sure you put your hand down her pants and make sure there's not a penis attached. Finding love in a gay bar sounds like a pain in the ass. I've never heard that one before. They wouldn't. I have when I went to the gay bar, I think twice, and the reason why we would go to the gay bar, I know you guys probably think because we're gay. No, the gay bars out here, at least the ones that were out by me years ago, they would stay open to 4 and 5 a.m. All the other normal bars, I guess, it sounds pretty bad, but all the other regular bars would close at 2. So if you're drinking and you're fucking having a great time and you're buzzed and you want to drink more, your only option was, hey, go to the gay bar. So you go to the gay bar, and the gay bar was fucking packed. And I would have dudes buying me drinks, and I don't think I said no to the drinks, but I've got hit on a few times. I think they like the big ass. Mark, can you turn gay at 67? Whew, that's a tough one. I don't think you're turning gay. I think you're probably settling to be gay, because it's probably easier to hook up with a dude than it is a woman at the age of 67. Now, if you're just now liking dudes at the age of 67, holy shit, that's pretty late to turn gay. You're kind of late to the game there. I was always at house parties, bars wasn't my thing. I've been to a few house parties, and they're fun if you know the people there. But if you're one of those like guys that you go there with a friend, and that friend knows a friend there, and you walk in and you don't know anybody fucking there, sometimes it's like, unless you're already drunk when you walk in, then you can just be a complete asshole. But I was more of a fan of the bars. How about rock and roll bars? What the fuck is a rock and roll bar? Is that like a straight bar? I know when I said gay bar, and then I said normal bars. That sounded a little offensive, actually. If I was gay, I would take offense to that, just saying. Fat chicks need loving too, but they gotta pay. Hey, I've had numerous... If you guys just seen the shit that I've... It's sad, man. Sometimes when you're at a bar and it's closing time and it's like, you know what? Either I go home and jerk myself off, or I have the ability or option to go this way with the 70-year-old mom who's got like one leg, who can barely, walk. It's like, well, my friends are not around. No one's going to know. You're drunk as hell. You ain't going to look at her, you ain't going to see her face. It's a wet hole. Well, at least you think it's wet. You go in, you get done, you get out. Like, why not? And that was my philosophy. So you go to the bar after 2 a.m., the faces didn't matter. As long as they didn't have a penis, that's all that counted. Face, didn't even look at it. Didn't look at anything. If they were alive, well, they didn't even have to be alive, to be honest with you. But if they had an opening and they were willing, I wasn't going to start raping people. I wasn't going to be like the Southside rapist. But if they were willing, hey, why not, right? You can go pick up a hooker for like 40 or 60 bucks, but chances are she's either going to rob you while she's blowing you. It's a dude who's passing for a chick, and you're drunk as fuck, so you don't know, and he's blowing you, and it's like, all right, yeah. Or 3, you get busted and you end up going to jail. So it's like, too much risk involved with that. When you could just take the old 65-year-old grandmother that's sitting there with 2 hearing aids, who doesn't get her period anymore because she went through menopause. Take her home. Why not? Mark, play some guitar at the end of the show. Has it gotten that bad? White Castle, 3 a.m. Yep. Dude, White Castle at 3 a.m. Oh, fucking best. It was every weekend after the bar you go there, and every weekend there would be a new crowd there, a new drunken crowd. And it would be like another event in its own. So you go to the bar, you have fun at the bar, then you go to White Castle, and that'd be a whole nother thing. It would turn into something usually. But if you walked into White Castle at 3 a.m. and there's nobody there, you're like, oh man, this is depressing. That's when you know the night was over. Did you ever been to a furry fuck party? Is that where they dress up like animals and shit? No, I've never been to one of those. My question is, like, with the furry fuck party, I'm assuming you got to be pretty well hung because your dick's got to go through and past the costume. And then once it goes past the costume, like you're sticking it out of the hole of the costume, you still got to have enough length and girth to, offer to the woman. So I don't think small dick dudes can go to those furry fuck parties because, like, if I were to, like, put on like a fucking panda bear outfit and I pull my dick out, you'll probably just see like you see like a little bit of a head and like, holy shit, that dude ain't got no dick. Like, I swear it's bigger when I take this off. Yes, I'm still talking about gay bars, Chuck. Are you with me? Burrito Heaven at 3 a.m. was like a perp walk. Yes. They even had Summit cops patrolling the line to get in. It was called, what the fuck was it called? Was it Burrito Heaven? I thought it was called, not El Burrito. I think it was called El Burrito, I think. The one in Summit. But then again, there were like 90 burrito places over there. I just called the gay bar to say I love you. You got to learn how to work with what you got. There you go. That's what I've been saying. If you stick it in and you notice it's a little loose, not a problem. Take your finger, shove it in the butthole at the same time, and you'll notice that vagina gets fucking super tight because you got your finger in the butthole and that wall that separates the ass from the vagina, you're pushing up on that wall and you're making that pussy tighter. So the butt plug is a wonderful invention. Some people thought, as like it was for people that like loved it up the ass. It's not really for that. I mean, it's kind of for that, but it's more for tightening up a vagina. If you put a small and itty bitty little butt plug inside of a girl and you go and fuck her, that pussy will go from being like a 60-year-old pussy to be careful here, an 18-year-old pussy. Tight as shit. Not that I've had any 18-year-olds recently, but I'm just going to assume if you're 18 and you're not into any gymnastics or sports, you're fairly tight down below. Right? Right. Thank you, Ismail, for that beautiful donation. He said, and I quote, Mark, what's your favorite movie from Marvel and DC? Well, Omar, I'm going to disappoint you on this one, but I'm not a comic book fan. I don't get into the Marvel, the DC stuff. Never got into it. I was more into women and titties, and like when people were watching or reading comic books, I was wanting to peek through windows. I was like a peeping Tom when I was a kid. My friends would be like trading baseball cards and shit. I'd be looking in the neighbor's window like, dude, she's in her underwear. Like, I was a creepy little fucking kid. I would go around sniffing the seats at a bingo hall. When the women would get up, I would run up to the seat and I would sniff it. And let me tell you, a majority of the women that go to bingo are 50, 60, and 70 years old. And those seats, they don't smell like you would think. They smell like shit. They smell like diapers. They smell like blood and shit. That's when I learned if you're going to sniff a seat, don't go seat sniffing at the bingo hall. Because that shit will make you sick. Thank you for that lovely donation to the beautiful and lovely Dakota Simon. Congratulations on that new beauty you got. Guitar playing fee, only if you feel like it though. If not, here's a tip for the advice. I think I might sand my neck. Bought some green Scotch-Brite pads today. Awesome. It's not really sanding your neck. I know it kind of sounds like it, but the Scotch-Brite pad, all it's doing, it's kind of scoring the high gloss finish. So it's not really sanding it. It's not taking off that clear coat. It's just scoring it and kind of making it more of a satin finish. And it just, your hand just fucking, it's like, whew, just glides. And if for any reason, like let's say you want to go back to it or you sell it, all you got to do is just polish that neck back up, and that shine will come right back because you didn't remove the coat. You just kind of scored it up a little bit, so you can polish it right back. You're still creepy, except you creep in the panty and the fridge, in the pantry and the fridge. Oh, look who is in. I know this motherfucker's always creeping around. Southern Comfort. Look at this motherfucker. He's probably here every goddamn week watching this shit, just sitting there being quiet, not saying anything. Woo! But I did it to every guitar. Well, that one, I obviously did to this one, right? I did it to all of them. Well, this one I did pretty drastically, so I won't show you that as an example. I'll show you more of a normal example. So I can show it in the light. See, so you really can't see it that well. Well, there's like, that's what the neck would normally looks like, and then that's what it looks like now. So you see, it's not a huge of a difference, but it feels, it's a night and day difference. Night and day difference. Night and day difference. Ooh, yeah. Oh. I hate these fucking goddamn generic ass wall mounts. I saw people sanding necks with sandpaper, and I like your idea. Yeah, I mean, you can use a really fine sandpaper. If you use sandpaper and you go to town, it'll come out. Well, that, you can see that one's pretty well worn, but I didn't do that. It came like that. But this, if you Google it, it's a very well-known thing that people do with the Scotch-Brite pad, with the green one. And you only got to put your hand like around the neck and then just kind of stroke it. Like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. Really slow. And feel it. And you'll be like, holy shit, that's smooth as shit. Oh, yeah, Ken. I do the same thing to pool cues. Oh, that's actually a great idea, Kurt. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Because pool cues are always fucking sticky as shit. And the worst thing is a fucking sticky ass. You're right. A pool cue, like you go to the bar, the fucking things are like you're holding on to, like someone put glue on the fucking thing, and you want them to. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Wow, I wish I played pool still. That's a genius idea. Yes, yes, yes. I want to buy a pool table just to experience that. You can use steel wool. You got to be careful with the steel wool though around your pickups because the magnets on the pickups will grab that steel wool and you'll have a fucking mess on your hands. Terry uses sandpaper on his actual neck. Mark, I got your broken stool. Terry wants to pay for a sniff. Oh! Check this out. I like sucking. I'm hoping by Friday I have fixed the leg. I glued this up, Saturday, I think? Ooh, I hate these fucking... Yeah. So this might hold. It's gonna hold my weight, but it's glued. I couldn't get it absolutely perfect in there. But it's not bad. Could be better. But I think I might be able to fix the chair that you guys broke. Not me. I didn't break shit. You guys broke it. You know times are tough when you're fixing your chair rather than tossing it out and buying a new one. No, I was actually bored. I wanted to fix it. I wanted to see if I could actually fix it. If Mark fixed it, you know it's good. I was bored. I'm like, what can I do? I'm like, oh, I can fix the chair. Got some wood glue. Put some clamps on it. Too bad your dumbass ruined the top. I'm going to fix that too. I'm going to put some, I got a roll of leather material that I bought long time ago from Hobby Lobby because I was gonna put a leather top on my desk and I was gonna have like a leather kind of background for my videos, but then I decided it looked fucking stupid. It was too shiny, so I just rolled it up, put it away, and now is the perfect time. So if anything, that will actually turn into a leather stool. Probably gonna look like shit, but we'll see. If it does look like shit, I will put a vent on it though, guaranteed. Speaking of putting a vent on something, I still need my ceiling painted. My ceiling has been painted yet. So anybody out there wants to paint a ceiling for a bulk, hit me up. I know I don't want to do it. Angela doesn't want to do it because painting a ceiling sucks. Painting walls, she don't mind doing, but painting a ceiling is like, ugh. Paint just fucking... I feel like paint just goes everywhere when you paint a ceiling. Will you push the stool in? I pushed the stool out into the toilet. Video the first time you sit on that chair. I'm going to sit on that chair on Friday. I broke it on Friday. We're going to fix it and sit on it Friday. We're going to see how it holds up. Oh, by the way, I did receive a package from someone. I don't know who. We'll find out Friday because I didn't want to open it. But it's if someone bought me like a sign or a picture of some sort or something like that, then that's what I received. I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's like a picture or a sign. Because it's 2 pieces of styrofoam and there's something really thin in the middle of it. So I know there were like 2 or 3 people that were sending gifts. So we'll see Friday whose gift that actually is. I couldn't email said person because I wasn't sure who it was because it didn't have your name on it. It had the company's name that whoever sent it. Anyone see the video with the guy with the longest fingernails in the world getting them cut? Did he get them cut? You mean the guy that has those fucking long, nasty ass... fingernails? There was a Jackass video where Steve-O, they poured beer on his fingernails and he like laid on the bottom and it was fucking disgusting. That guy finally cut his nails. Dude, those things were like fungus heaven. Jason says it was my package. Okay, awesome. Well, I got your package, Jason. Don't tell me what it is. We'll find out Friday. It was not for me. We know that, Terry. Terry doesn't send out, he receives. He's a receiver, which would make him a bottom. Thank you. Not sure how I know that. I just kind of assume that. Because I would think if you're receiving it, then you're not going to be on the top. I mean, I guess you probably could be, but it might be harder to do that. I don't know. Anyways, before we end this, we got to do some news. We got to do news, folks. Holy shit, we're like 14 minutes past the hour. Doesn't matter. We still got to check out some news topics. Last week, we had something pretty bizarre about the girl who got strip searched at high school for... They were trying to find vape pens on her. That was fucked up. So they got this poor underage girl... they got her bra off. They got her down to her panties in the fucking principal's office. They thought this was totally normal. And yeah, well, the parents are filing a lawsuit, which I would do the same thing, actually. Anywho, we're going to see if there's anything exciting like that pop up this week. Ooh, yeah, what do we got? What do we got? News. All right, so I need to have a vape before we do this. So let me settle down for a second. I need a little sip. I need to hit my 40. Hit my 40! What's a power bottom? Because a power top sounds like someone that's strong that can really pound the shit out of someone. But what would a power bottom be? Because all you're doing is laying there getting fucked. So why do you need to be strong for something like that? So I never understood like the term power bottom. Is dinner ready? Really? Is Angela in here? I don't see Angela in here. Dinner... Oh, no. Dinner probably is ready. You're right. Anyways, having a drink of the 40. Mm-hmm. All right. Now that I'm moistened up, by the way, this news segment is not sponsored by Voopoo and the new U-Force L-Tank. There we go. GoPro doesn't like to focus. Whew. Here we go. Any good news? Well, what do we have here? Was Mike McDaniel vaping? Social media speculates Dolphins coach ripped vape pen during playoff loss to Bills. What? Mike McDaniel? Is that? I'm assuming that's a football player. Or is he vaping? Mike McDaniels is facing a lot of questions about the Dolphins' 34-31 loss against the Bills in the NFL playoffs, and not all of them were about the clock. One of them is about exactly what he was doing on the sideline when the CBS camera zoomed in on his face during the contest. The broadcast crew captured McDaniel and his hands pressed up against his mouth. To some watching, it looked like McDaniels was concealing a vape pen in his hand. Oh, no! No, really? Taking a rip from it as the cameras cut away. He was taking a rip from it. Where did they steal that from? And there's a picture of this dude. Can I click play on this? Let's see what we got. Hold on. Hold on. I'll tell you if he's vaping right now. I know that look. I know. Yep. He's got a pot in his hand. He's doing this. Taking a vape like that. But my question is, why do you have to hide that? Who cares? It's like anyone like having a cigarette break. What's the big fucking deal? Is it not a vape pen? Is it a THC pen? That looked like a vape pen to me. Anyways, naturally, the LED to rampant speculation on social media, McDaniel was, in fact, during the Dolphins' all-important blah, 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 that led to many jokes and blah, 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 blah. So, wait, was he vaping? I don't know. The Dolphins would have won if McDaniels wasn't high off a vape pen. Oh, so they're saying that it was THC. But regardless, I thought THC is THC legal wherever he's from for medical use? So maybe he was just taking his medicine. What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with it. Regardless if it was nicotine or THC, suck a dick. Maybe you guys lost because you suck, not because one of your players was vaping. How's that? Anyways, let's move on. Of course, that topic is all over the place. Here's one. Teenager shot while selling vape cartridges on North Side. Holy shit. Now they're shooting these motherfuckers. We got any information on this? Oh, nice. No story. Just a headline. Why is there no story attached to this? Where the fuck is the story at? Oh, there we go. The shooting happened at 1:26 a.m. in the 16100 block of Henderson Pass. The SAPD. What's SA? San Francisco or San Antonio, Texas. The 17-year-old boy was shot during a sale of a vape cartridge on the city's north side. The shooting happened at 1:26 Saturday in the back parking lot of the YMCA. You're doing deals in the back parking lot of a YMCA at fucking 1:30 in the morning? Police said the teen was meeting the shooter to sell vape cartridges. Well, let's be clear. Vape or what kind of vape cartridge? Notice how all the news headlines and everything else, everything is vape. Anything that is like a vape device, whether it's CBD, THC, nicotine, whatever the fuck it is, it's vape. It's all in one category. Like, the shooter pulled a handgun, demanded the bag of cartridges the victim was holding. Wow, you're a fucking idiot. That's like going to do a drug deal and selling someone like a gram of coke and you bringing the whole kilo with you. Like, how much you want, bro? Just a gram? Okay, hold on. And you pull out the fucking kilo and you take a little spoon. There you go. Chances are that guy is going to knock the shit out of you and take that whole bag. So he had this coming. Sorry, but you had it coming. While attempting to run away, the teen was shot one time. That's pretty sad. While attempting, he was taken to the area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. There we go. That was pretty stupid. Wait, there were some comments left. Conversations. I'm sure the kid was licensed and supposed to be selling at that time. Hopefully Darwin killed off the swimmers. What the fuck does that mean? Is that like a racist joke? I'm not even sure. Anyways, what else we got? Kansas vape shop hit with warning letter from FDA. Oh, that's nothing new. 3 Tennessee high schoolers taken to the hospital after using Delta 9. Woo, Delta 9? Is that the shit that I like? No, I like the, not Delta 9. What is the shit? The H, I forgot what it's called. Okay, why would they be taking a hospital for Delta 9? I'd love to know the story on this one. But of course, there's not much of a story. It's just a little paragraph. Deputies say Delta 9 is so... Okay, there's nothing on it. So that's not even a fucking news story. I doubt they were taken to the hospital for that. 3 arrested after THC investigation into 2... who cares about that? Here's another Mike McDaniel fucking vape shit. 2 suspects wanted for damaging and robbing a local vape store. Okay, well, keep on, you ain't gonna find them. Vaping transformed me into a nicotine fiend. Quitting has been a year-long project. Get the fuck out of town. I'm gonna stick my dick in your mouth. Hopefully you're not in high school. Who is this person? 3 years in, the long-term consequences of my habits started to show, but my health wasn't the main reason for stopping. Okay, who is this person? I'm a member of the blah blah. Todd Harper, the chief. Okay, fuck all this. Cancer this. It's a whole story about how he started vaping and now it's hard to quit. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Life is so horrible. I can't stop vaping. California ban on most flavors. Okay, we don't care about that because we already talked about that. Australia's got some really, really fucked up shit going on. That's a whole fucking thing in its own right there. A ban on remote vape sales in North Dakota. Ooh, that means you can't buy online anymore. Anything good? Tampa proposed. Nope. Country where vaping gets you jailed. What? Where is this? Australia? We'll find out. Vapers can be heavily fined or face jail time in some holiday hotspots. Whoa, easy there, killer, with the audio. Hotspots around the world, with one Asian country having some of the strictest laws. So the motherfuckers that make the shit are the same motherfuckers that are going to put you in jail for using the shit they make. Congratulations, China. You guys are really fucked up over there. Vapers can be heavily fined or face jail time. Blah, 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 blah. Vape brand BioBar has recently revealed the countries where holiday makers need to be careful the next time they... I don't know what this is about. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Tourists who are on holiday in Colombia or Iran won't be able to vape in public spaces because it's illegal. In some countries, the rules are much stricter, with a complete ban in places like Argentina, Brazil, North Korea, and Nepal. North Korea? What? My man banned vaping? I thought he'd be pretty cool with it. Mr. Ying, what is his fucking name? Shang Yung Pen or whatever the fuck? I don't know his fucking name, but I thought he was, I guess that's banned too. Everything fucking else, they ban food. They ban, like, having kids. You can't fucking have a working penis in North Korea. You can't do shit out there, man. I guess you can't vape anymore. Taiwan bans vape sales for personal use. There you go. Anything else? I think that's it. Yeah. That's it. Nothing really too mind-blowing. Your typical idiots robbing vape shops and going to jail for vaping, and oh my god, I tried the vape and I tried to quit and I just couldn't. I got so hooked on it that it just, oh my god, it destroyed my whole life, and now I'm out on the streets fucking smoking crack and sucking dicks, all because of the vape, man. Are you going to review this new Pulse AIO Mini? It's even smaller than the original. I'm going to take that Pulse AIO and I'm going to cover it in Vaseline and slowly put it in your fucking butthole, Douglas. This banning vape is fucking bullshit. I totally agree. It's funny how everything else can slide, but vaping is like evil. Vaping is worse than hardcore drugs. Go figure. It's pretty insane. Pretty insane. But you know what? What can you do, right? You tried. Everyone has tried, but they're going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. Just like everything else. They do what they want to do at the end of the day. You can riot, you can have your protest, you can make signs, you can do all that shit. And it may look good, but at the end of the day, they are some sneaky cocksuckers and they're going to do what they want to do. I can't find a site to buy any vapes. Tom Cassio, send me an email. I'll hook you up if you're a real person. Maybe you're the FDI. Maybe you're the FDA in disguise. But if you're not the FDA in disguise, send me an email. If you don't know my email, then look for it, because it's not hard to find. Mark, didn't you start vaping to come back from all the bad shit? Didn't you start vaping to come back from all the bad shit? Wait, didn't you start vaping to come back from all that bad shit? I'm not really sure what that means. This show should be banned, you're right. Vaping will cause people to be woke. That is a guarantee. Yes, you'll be... if you vape, vaping turns people into hipsters. It'll make you cut the sleeves off your jacket. It'll make you start wearing, like, sleeveless vests, and it'll start making you... I don't know. It makes you do weird shit, like... It makes you like to lick buttholes. Cuddle up next to other dudes. Really? Doesn't it make... Look at me. It made me overweight. I was pushing 150 before I started vaping. I was a good healthy 8 inches. Now I'm what? I've been vaping for, 13 years? 12 years? Now I'm fucking severely overweight, balding, got a small penis. Dude, vaping has destroyed my life. By the way, that little insert right there was paid for by Philip Morris. Thank you. All right, folks, we're done. Prepare yourselves for Thursday, 7 Central. We're going to have a fun little game night. Don't have a name for it yet, but I will have a name for it come Thursday. It's going to be kind of PG-ish. So we're going to try to keep it clean just so we can kind of get maybe more people to be on board with this. Because we already do Monday. We already talk about dicks on Monday. We talk about dicks on Friday. Maybe we could leave Thursday to the normal people. Who knows? We'll find out. Who knows? Anything can happen. But Thursday, 7 Central. If you have no life, come by and join in on the fun. You can win stuff. Probably nothing super exciting, but you'll have the chance to win something. And you will be... It's not something you're just going to watch. You can actually participate and play along in chat. So that's going to be the main focus of this whole game thing, is like you're not going to just be watching people play. You're going to play along too. So hopefully that's what makes it a bit interesting. Anyways, and Mark also made enough money to never work again, live in a 2-story home in a gated community, and have 100,000... Dude, I wish I lived in a gated community. That'd be so nice. We live right off a main street. I hate living off a main street. Talk about anxiety. Holy fuck. If we lived like somewhere in the middle of the street or like further down off the main street, I just never... The only thing about this house that I don't like is that it's right off the main street. And I've never been a fan of houses that are right off main streets. Just don't like it. $100,000 in guitars? Shit. If I hit a button, that wall will do a 180, and that's when the real guitars come out. I got guitars from fucking Elvis, Paul McCartney, you name it. And this house is not a 2-story house. Get it right. It's a 4-story with 2 basements and an elevator. Yeah, that's it. So if you guys are bored, come hang out on Thursday. If you're not, we'll see you Friday. And if you're not around Thursday or Friday, then you know what? You don't belong here. Subscribe, because the only way to type in chat is if you're subscribed. If you don't subscribe to the channel, you can't type, which means you can't participate in this awesome chat where you learn so much. And Sweet Lung is a real thing. If you use the bulk, you're going to probably suffer and die from Sweet Lung. Mark lives right off Cicero Avenue, full of prostitution. There you go. Hippie will be giving out my address shortly. Just don't hold your breath on that one. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Suck a dick, and we'll see you Thursday. Maybe. Hopefully. We should. I don't know. Shit can happen. Shit always happens in this fucking house. Fucking toilet will probably explode, or fucking someone will burn the fucking house down by making a goddamn burrito in the microwave. Bachelor ended his membership. Finally. Thank God. It's been fucking 3 years. Good night, Ed, you son of a bitch. Good night, Jason. Good night, Craig. Good night, Douglas. Chuck, fuck you. I'll see ya. Kurt. Later, Kurt. Thanks for that awesome little tip on the pool cue. Simon, you are probably suffering from Sweet Lung as we speak. So I'll be at your funeral. Don't worry. And to everyone else, please wear a rubber. Please. Please wear a goddamn rubber. Please. Oh, my goodness. Good night.